Hi Shaina, welcome to 0 to Pro. Bang! Wow, started off with a splash. It's excellent. However, you didn't do the photo shoot. Okay, so I say this to everybody, even if they do the photo shoot, but even more so when they don't. And it happens in the first class. The bringing of the knowledge into your head, that happens as you sit through the classes. Okay, to take the knowledge from your head and get it into your heart, that's through the homework. And then, although you do need more than that, and then to get it from your heart into your hands, that's through the photo shoot. The photo shoot is absolutely, not inevitable, what's the word? Imperative. You have to do the photo shoot. You have to. You have to do both. I mean, that's it. For sure, no questions. Okay, you should make yourself accountable each week that this is something, if you want to get from this course what we want to give you from this course, you have to commit to this and hold yourself accountable that you need each week to do the homework and the photo and the photo shoot. Okay. In the worst case scenario, then this should never happen, that you don't have time to do the homework, just the photo shoot takes precedence over the homework. Okay. That said, let's jump in and let's see what you've done. This is great. You've done, with the triangle, you took 2 attempts, which is fine. I appreciate that. You've created 2 strong triangles. Very good. The stats here you'll learn as we go along. The reason why it looks so funny is to do with a bunch of things, but that's beyond us right now. What I always say to people as well, just to try and think a little bit more out the box, is the idea of creating a triangle from a certain vantage point. Meaning, like we could have something very small. If we have like this little wire that is very small and we put it like over here, and then I take my my bottle of something that I drank a while ago and put it, let's try and do this. So you bring this small line over here and we bring this bottle to over here. Let's take it further away, sorry. Oh, that's a bad thing, you can't see it. The point is, excuse me. Okay, the point is that you can create a triangle from finding a certain vantage point where something small, because it's close, appears to be very big, and something big that is far appears to be small. And if you move yourself into a certain right place, you'll see the triangle, and if you're standing anywhere else, you won't see the triangle. So try and maybe take a picture of that as a bonus picture for next week. Try and do that. You've created a triangle very well. I think you'll enjoy it. Like, for example, if you had the clarinet right up close, you could use that as the apex of the triangle. You with me? Okay, so try that. Good. Okay, a pattern. This is fantastic. That is a very valuable pattern. That when I say a valuable pattern, it's funny because it's just, I mean, don't get me wrong, the people who designed this, who designed these trolleys, had a very, very long think about how it would look when it stacks. So it's not just a coincidence that this looks awesome. Okay. This is welcome to 2018, where everything is just so thought out. Okay, we should be thinking about the right things, please God. Okay, so you look at the pattern. This is like an obscenely rare kind of pattern that you've done, and it's just hugely valuable graphically. We can talk about this for a long time. Not going to get into too much, but it is an amazing pattern, and the fact that you saw that is a big pat on the back to you. Okay, great. This is a texture, so let's just move this around 1 second, and I'm sure this is your next pattern. Yep, and that is a pattern. Remember that vertical lines add energy and horizontal lines make things more passive, more relaxed. So again, we're looking at keyboard, pianos, keys from piano. But you'll find it's very interesting. Let me show you very quickly a picture from my portfolio. 1 second. If I can find it quickly. A picture that has the same energy as your piano picture, but it's a bit cooler. This is one picture that has a similar energy from the piano. You understand? Let's look at that compared to that. Interesting, yeah, that a piano and a forest would embody similar energies, but there's one in particular I'm thinking of, which is on my website. It might not be in this portfolio. You know what, let me find it quickly. The truth is, Shaina, that I didn't find that picture, but I found a different picture. Again, these kind of energies, I was thinking of actually a different picture, but these kind of energies are the same energies. It's so funny when you think about it like that, but it's the same energies that are withheld in these lines over here. Okay, just remember, it's just different graphics. Okay, the underlying ideas are the same thing. Okay, textures, that is a great soft texture. Circles are more relaxed than triangles. Like we said, you have vertical lines and horizontal lines. We have, and you also have diagonal lines. We have three shapes: circles, triangles, squares. And circles are the most passive, triangles are more energized. Great, busy texture, very nice, nicely seen. And this is also texture, yes, excellent. Also, thank you for naming your pictures perfectly like we asked. Look at this, what you could do here, just the difference of this image just cropped in, looking at the texture there, because it's very interesting, because although this is a very intense texture, look at the energy. See how like intense that picture looks? There's a really good example of this idea. That's a very intense, busy scene. But look how much more relaxed that picture is. Interesting. That is the energy of a circle. The energy of a circle is that's the energy of a circle. Makes things more passive. Okay. This would have been a great shot. You're just lacking a few pieces of information that you'll gain in the next couple of weeks, and this won't happen again. The light on her face is very nice. It's skillful. She's skillfully placed. The reason why it's not sharp is because of the shutter speed. You'll learn about that in class 3. You've balanced her. This is good balance. It's a little bit off. It's a little bit wonky. We'll fix that quite easily. That's that wonky the other way. 1 second. Anyway, we're not going to get too far into this. I would probably, if you had nailed the, if it was sharp, which is because of the shutter speed, I probably would end up going with a more panoramic crop. But good shot. This really is balanced. The energies coming from her really do set off the fact that she's placed further back. It could be to add a little bit here and crop a little bit off here, maybe. Okay, depth, perspective. You nailed it. Excellent. Great. And also here as well, if you had gotten closer, I mean, this is fine, but just to tell you, if you had gone closer to this wall, you would end up with a much more powerful depth / perspective. So good shot there. So listen, there weren't any pictures really to I'm not going to take any of these really into Lightroom. We really need your photo shoot to do that. I suppose I'm just going to show you just to introduce you to Lightroom. At the end of the critique that I give, I always try and do something in Lightroom just to get you used to it. So just taking this picture into Lightroom, let's have a look what I might do, just to show you the idea of adding to a texture. Okay, we need to look at the text. You're going to learn about this when you do the workshop, which is very cool. I think you'll enjoy it. But what we need to do, the work of Photoshop, is we need to try and describe the image with one word, the emotion of the image. I'm going to describe that as like energy, like scratchy energy. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, now I want to go along those words of scratchy energy. The truth is, this is scratchy energy. This is like very chilled. That's cool. You understand? And this is like scratchy energy. So I'm just going to show you how to. Maybe we can add both. Let's see. Let's make the contrast of this more. So we've got our clarity tool. Let's get off auto mask. And now we're using clarity, which is really bringing this up. Let's have a look at the difference here. Okay, now we can put up the contrast a little bit. See, that's making the color a little bit too overwhelming. If we put up the highlights a drop, maybe that will be better. And also the whites a drop. I think drop down the shadows a teeny bit, excuse me. So now look what we've done. We've gone from that to that. We really brought out the energy there. Now I'm thinking actually I want to decrease the energy here. So I'm going to do the opposite. So you can get 2 lessons in one. I'm going to create a new brush, and I'm going to paint around here. Let's just see what I've painted. Let's just paint this whole thing over here. This is my mask. Again, these are foreign ideas, but you're just getting to see it, so it's just helping. Okay, and I'm going to drop the clarity. Not sure if I want to do it that much. The truth is, I actually want to just do it at the point of intersection. I want to get this back again a little bit. So let me just add the flow here. I'm just going to bring back some, just take it not so soft over on the side. Okay, let's have a look what we did to this picture. That was the original, and this is what we did. It's a subtle change, but I'm just trying to show you the direction in which Lightroom goes. Okay, you made an amazing start. What you did shoot, although I would have loved to have seen your photo shoot, but you'll do that for us next week. What I did see was a sensitivity to the image, which is excellent, a real sensitivity to the image, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what you do. Okay, all the best. I'm looking forward to next week.